Hey everybody, welcome back to Crafting Chaos with Melanie, and today we're going to have some fun. We're still working on our fall mini album made out of Dollar Tree pumpkin, 2 Dollar Tree pumpkins, and we're still working out of the paper pad. Let's see, it's die cuts with a view, Farmstead Harvest, and several different stamp sets. This is a project that, remember, I'm really encouraging you to use your stash. Okay, so something that I've done today, I've got a few things ready because I'm teaching you how to do a waterfall today. This is the next page in our album, and what I've done is just use some of the scrap paper and made a little border, and then I made a little cluster. These are some leaves that I stamped out, and this is from that Genevieve and May Made It stamp set. This right here, Picture Perfect. This is the little frame here. I love it. It's like a little, I think she described it, this is supposed to be like a little sheet of paper torn with a little bit of washi tape on the side. So it's just pretty and it's vintagey. Anything that looks vintage, I'm a fan of, so I love this. And I'm leaving it blank. I did pop it up on Dollar Tree dimensionals that we used yesterday, and it's very solid, so you'll be able to write on it. So whoever wins this album, this will be a place for them to write. So what we are going to do today is make a waterfall piece. Now, I'm going to show you a very easy way to make it. There's several different ways to do it. People add ribbon to tie it close. People add magnets to tie to, magnetize it close. I'm not doing any of that. We are going to do a simple waterfall, and it stays down. It's fine. Even with photos, it's going to stay down. So we're going to do this simple, and I'm going to show you a way that you can do this with any size. Okay, you just have to change it to fit what project that you're working on. I'm sorry, I can't get my words out. Okay, so I'm going to put this to the side. What you're going to need is 4 photo frames, 4 photo placemats like we did yesterday. So I have cut out of the orange, out of the Spice to Market cardstock, I've cut out 4 mats for photos. Now remember, the orange is 4.5 by 6.5 or 6.5 by 4.5, it really doesn't matter. The white frame is 4.25 by 6.25. We did this yesterday. I did 4 of these, and then I just stamped on it, place photo here. Remember, when they place the photo, it's going to have a really small outline. Okay, so the next thing we're going to need is 4 white strips. These are cut at 1 inch and a little bit shy. Okay, your longest piece here is 6.5, but I don't want it quite 6.5, so I did these like 6.25. Let's see here what I did. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. About 6. I knocked off about a 1/2 inch on these because I don't want it to be longer than the project, than the paper. Okay. So what you do is cut you 4 of these. Cut however many that you're going to use, and we're going to use 4. Okay. The next thing you do is you're going to get something to score these with. All right. So these are 1 inch, and we're going to score on the 1/2 inch. Okay. So this is just a trimmer that I have that has a scoring blade in it as well. It's just really easy. If you have a scoring board, obviously you can use this, but this makes it really easy. So we're just going to go to the 1/2, right? And we are going to score this on the 1/2 inch. And we're going to do all 3 of these on the 1/2 inch. And these are called construction strips, I think some people call them. You use them, you make mini albums, or you're connecting a flip in a book. It's just an easy way, and you can put that up. And what we're going to do is we're going to fold these, and they don't have to be perfectly lined up. It's perfectly fine. I don't know. Now, we have been using art glitter glue, but on these I want to use double stick tape. I am using the, oh Lord honey, I have sequin tape. I get this off Amazon. It is very sticky and it's very strong, and that is what you want. You want a strong adhesive for this because this is going to be flipped and you want it to be able to stay. This is your 1/4 inch. It's really small in diameter, and we are going to put double stick tape on both sides of this. Now, you can come down and you can double stick this if you think it will fit. It's scored on the 1/2 inch. It should fit 2 of these. It's not necessary. I'm just going to show you right here that you can do the 2. It is not necessary to do 2 at all. 1 is perfectly fine to do. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through here real quick, and we are just going to put some double stick tape on these. And notice I did 3 because I already had 1 done. I wanted to make sure that I got all my measurements. Now this is, some people call this tear tape too, because you can actually just tear it. It just depends on how comfortable you are with that. Some people, it drives them crazy because it's not a straight line. For me, I really don't care because it's going to be underneath. See, it'll tear right there really easy. All right, so let's get this one. And in using this technique, you can actually, how cool would it be to do a card, do like a 5x7 card, and inside the card have a little flip like this with photos of that person that you're sending it to. Maybe it's a birthday card and you've got some really good photos of you and that person and you'd like to give it to them. That would be so cute. We'll have to try that. We will have to try that. I will put that on my list. I just thought of that. It would be cool. Okay, so you want to make sure that that is burnished really good, and I do not have my bone folder with me. I'm always missing something when I start this. I'm sorry. Okay, so this is burnished really good. Okay, you're making sure that tape is down, and you're going to get your photo mats. Now when you get these, you're working on the back side of the top of the photo. Okay, so make sure, if this is directional, where I've already got this stamped, I know this is going to be my top side, and all we are doing is we're taking one side of these and we are putting it on there so it will flip open. Do you see where I'm going with this? So all you're doing is taking this off, and I'm going to turn this around a little bit so I can see it. I don't want to go over. I did cut these shorter so I wouldn't have the issue of going over. Now, I may have cut those a little bit too short, but we're going to go with it. We're going to go with it. It's perfectly fine. Okay. So we're going to take that off, flip this around. I did cut these just a little bit short. If you're doing this, I would definitely get closer to the length of the paper that you're putting it on. You'll see why here in a minute, but we'll fix it. It's not a big deal. Okay, so we have this. We have our 4, right? Okay. We have our 4 frames, our 4 photo frames. Let's pull in. Okay, and let's just start building. Now, this is made for the photos to go over, and I wanted that. So this is what you're doing. We're building this up, and then this is going to go down at the top of that. Okay, let's see where we want this. I go to the very top of the next one. Let me see if I can open this. See, I'm going to go right there. We're going to glue that down. Make sure they're lined up. All right, then we're going to make our next one, bring our next one in. We're going to do the same thing, making sure they're lined up. Okay, and then the next one. So you see how we're doing this. We're just going up. So this is where I want the first one. So I am going to take the tape off of this, right? Now this double stick tape, guys, this is not like your art glitter glue. You don't have a lot of room to maneuver. So what I like to do is put a little bit of glue on that. just to give me a little bit of time. All right, so we're going to go about right there. Okay. You see that? I hope I didn't go up too far. I think I went up too far on that. And you know, I did go up too far. See? Perfect. I used the art glitter glue. It really helped it. So let's just come down a little bit. I definitely went up the page too far for that. All right, so let's come on down. There we go. And I got some glue there, but we're going to cover that up. It's not a big deal. Okay, now I'm going to take the strips off, right? Now with this one, I'm not going to fool with the glue. I think I can do this. You know, sometimes you can actually put a glue stick on this. Remember when I said there was a time to use a glue stick? Now it's one of those times you can glue stick over that too. So what you want to do is bring this here, but when you bring this here, you want to make sure that you're lining it up the best you can. So before you stick it down, there we go. So all we're going to do is stick that down. Right. Now we're going to go up just a little bit. Take it over just a little bit. So before I glue this down, I'm going to look. Yep. Oh, guys, this is so, isn't that cool? I'm sorry, I think this is beautiful. All right, so we're just lining that up. And before I stick it down, I'm gonna make sure it's lined up pretty even. It's off just a little bit. Okay, and look, you have a waterfall. How easy is that? So the key is those little construction strips. You cut 1 inch. You want to score them at a 1/2 inch, and then you just cut them to the width of your paper, a little bit shy of the width of your paper. I cut these a little bit too short, but I didn't want to waste them, so I used them. All right. And then what I will do, and I'm going to do this off screen or in our follow-up video and show you, but I'm going to go back through here and I'm going to put some more white photo mats on each one of these. So you will actually have 8 spots for photos, and I will leave one of them blank for journaling so they can write the story on. So there you go, you've got your first waterfall. Isn't it? I love this. I just love this. I think this is so pretty and so easy. It's so easy. Okay, so let's flip this over. The next thing we're going to be doing is a pocket, okay? So I've already got one side done, and I'm going to bring that in screen and show you. This is what we're doing. This is going to be the opposite page of this page. All right, so I did a pocket. I took the pocket a little shorter because I wanted to make sure I sealed the ends. I didn't want to go off the edge to where you had to trim it. And I'm going to show you how I gusset around the pocket. That way you have room to put things in. You see all this? This is, oh my goodness, 3 tags, a handmade glassine bag, and then some photo frames. All that. Look at all that in there. You will be able to put so much in here. So let's take this over. This right here is a pack of wooden chip pieces from Hobby Lobby. You get 8 in a pack, I think, and it says grateful, blessed, thankful. let's see, grateful, blessed, and thankful. I think it's 3 of them. And they are like a chipboard of wood, and all I did was take ink and I daubed it on it. You could paint these, you could use an alcohol marker on these, a Sharpie on these, you could left it just like this, it would have been fine with that. I wanted brown, so this is what I done with this, okay? So this is again from Hobby Lobby, and look what I just did. I just broke that, y'all. Oh my goodness. I broke that right here on screen. Well, you don't want to flip these too awful much because they will break. So look, and I think it's going to, look at that. It went right back together. So we're going to put some glue on that and just let it sit there for a minute while I'm making this pocket. Wow. All right, let's just set that out of the way. Okay. All right, so this is the pocket, and I am doing this pocket. It is 9 inches by 4 1/4, and we are going to score this, okay? So we are scoring this. Let's get our handy dandy trimmer out with a score. You can use a scoreboard, whatever you want. I'm only doing a 1/4 inch score on this. I don't need a big score. If you want a bigger gusset, the bigger gusset you want, the more of a score you would do. All right, if you want it to come out more from the page. So I'm doing a 1/4 of an inch because that's all I need, and I'm just going to score that. I'm going to come here and do the same, and we're going to do this on 3 edges, okay? We're not doing it on the top, we're doing it on the 2 sides and what will be considered the bottom. All right, so we got that scored. And what we're going to do is take the scissors, and all I have are the big ones, I'm sorry, and we are going to snip the corner off where they all intersect right there. And then I am just going to, actually that's all you need to do. Just take you and do that right there. All right, get rid of that bulk. And then you want to burnish it. Now, when you're doing this, it's better to use a bone folder to get this really good. I don't have a bone folder with me, so I'm going to use these scissors. Use what you got, right? In Maymay's words, don't stress about it. Just go with it. All right. So there you go. And you see the gusset? That makes a gusset. So we're going to come back over here to our page, and we're going to find where we're going to put this at. Now, I'm not going to glue down this quite yet. I just about messed up. I made this little strip, another little border strip. I used this out of the scrap paper, and I want to put this on here. So I'm going to get my art glitter glue out, and I'm just going to put glue where I think for as long as I need it. All right, and we are going to stick this on here, right side up. Okay. All right, so we got that stuck on there, and we do need to let's flip this over and trim this excess off. Making sure you're not cutting that orange paper. I don't want to put a hole in that. All right, so I'm just getting rid of those. Now let's take our distress ink. Remember, we're using Vintage Photo. I have used this. I have had this ink pad since they come out, so I don't know, 2 years, 3 years, and I finally need a re-inker or a new ink pad. With these, I just about get a new ink pad. Okay. Look at that. Okay, so there we go. I'm going to set that to the side in the scissors. Here we go, and we're going to put this about right here. I'm using art glitter glue on this. I don't like using sticky tape on this because you're putting things in it that you're going to be taking out. And a lot of times when you use sticky tape or something like that, they get stuck, like your photos and all that. So, all right, so about right there. And like I said, this art glitter glue, it sticks really fast. really, really fast. You also want to get the pen in it as quickly as possible when you're using it. You see the little pen? Because it will dry up. Look at that. Oh my goodness, I love that. Now let's bring back in our sign. And I'm going to be very delicate with this sign because I broke it. And we are going to glue, just using art glitter glue on this sign. We are going to put this on here. All right. Now if you just hold on to this a few minutes, not even a few minutes, just several seconds, and that art glitter glue will grab and you won't have to hold on to it anymore. Okay, so what I did with this pocket, let me take all this stuff out. Remember, this is the pocket on the page with it. I use Blessed on this one, I use Grateful on this one, and here's all these different leaves that I stamped out. Okay, so that's all we're going to do is decorate the top of this with some leaves. And guys, I was busy. Wait till you see this. Look at all these leaves I have cut out. I have made a whole bag. Look at all this. This is a fun thing to do. Just sit and do it. Just sit and watch TV and cut you a bunch of leaves out. All right, so let's see what we need. We need, let's get one of those. So pretty. And get a couple of yellow. It doesn't have to be exact. It doesn't have to be an exact replica. All right, let's get some green in here. We'll put a green, some green. Maybe get a down there. Oh, that's so pretty. Let's see, here's the other. I want to get a couple of the smaller ones. I cut that one out. Trying to find another maple leaf. There we go, I got it. Now let's get a maple leaf. Okay, this should be enough right here. Let's put all this to the side. Now all these leaves that I have cut out, I am sending some of these to whomever wins this book. Guys, you're going to get some of these leaves as well. That way you can do some extra decorating if you'd like. All right, so here we go. We're going to go up, down, down, up, down. I'm going to take this one up, go down. All right, what do you think? Now I'll tell you, I'm sorry, a little secret here. If you have press and seal, you can put this right here and pick these leaves up exactly the way they're down. Okay, what I tend to do is just leave them there. Now you want to make sure that you don't get any glue above the pocket. Okay, you don't want to glue down this pocket. So I'm just going along the pocket, right, and gluing these down. No rhyme or reason. I'm just going along the pocket. It's amazing what you can do. All right, let's do this. What should we do? Do that right there. Okay, there we go. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? I love it. I love this. Okay, so this is going to be completely up to you. You can do whatever you want in these pockets. I cut out some tags and just some different things I thought would look good in here. So a tag. This is a glaxine bag from a template that I got from Genevieve Designs. I just used copy paper and printed it and made this. I thought that would be cute in it. We can add something. And then you have your photo mats. So just add a photo mat here. And if I add any more off screen, I will show you. Okay? What do you think? What do you think? I love it. I absolutely love this. I think this is beautiful. All right, so let's see what we've gotten done so far. All right. So this is the back. Let's put this in order. Okay, so this is your front. All right. We're going to do this tomorrow. This is your next page. All right. So let's see what we got done. So when you open it, are you seeing this? How pretty. That's your first page done. Your second. This is the page where I put the two 4x6 and I come in and put the special moments there. I think I did that off screen. Here is our waterfall that we just created. And I'll show you the back of that. Like I said, just cut out more 4x6 photo mats. Remember, you're cutting these out at 4 1/4 or 6 1/4 by 4 1/4, and you can just glue them to the back. All right. Sorry. And now we have done our pockets. I love this. I want to go home for fall. Last year, like I said, my daughter and I think our son Brandon went with me. And we went in for Halloween, the week of Halloween, and we had such a good time. So, all right, so tomorrow, this for Thursday, yeah, Thursday, we're going to finish all this up. We're finishing everything up on Thursday, and we'll do a walkthrough on Friday, and we will be done. It looks like it'll probably be about a week, probably next Friday. I'll have to look at the date. And when we give this album away, I am super excited. Again, I want to thank you for joining me. I hope you guys are having a great day. Remember to hit the subscribe button and hit the bell for notifications. And if you know any crafty peeps that would enjoy this channel, please share the video. I would greatly appreciate this. All right, honey. Until next time, I'll see y'all. Bye.